What's up, everybody? Welcome to the third ever LAMECAST. I'm your host, Anthony, with my co-host.
I'm just imitating you. Aaron.
And my other co-host.
I'm Desiree.
And that one.
I'm Boo.
And today we're going to start things off a little light. I wanted to talk about... You copying me, bitch? I want to start things off a little light. Animated shows were a big thing in all our lives, And I want to talk about the episodes of animated shows that impacted us the most. You want to take it off?
I don't know, mine seems kind of stupid compared to whatever you guys are going to bring up. But literally, when he asked me about this, one thing stuck out, and it's how I found out how many eggs were in a gross. Because on an episode of Rugrats, Drew came in and asked Stu, he's like, hey man, did you get enough eggs? He's like, yeah, I didn't know how many to get, so I just got it gross. And he was like, Stu, that's 144 eggs. And I was like, there it is, so now I know that.
And that's impacted you in life how?
I like math.
Alright.
Who likes math? Nobody likes math.
I like math.
I like math. I was a math major in college.
Your head does look like a calculator.
Thank you. Well put together machines that solve complex problems.
So do you use this in your everyday life, or do you just bring that up?
It's just one of the... I won trivia with it one night.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you've won money.
Yeah, I actually won money because of that.
So you can thank Rugrats to have some chump change in your pocket.
We're going to get sued because we keep saying Rugrats.
That show's not even airing anymore. They don't.
Dude, but do you remember the orange tapes? The orange Rugrats
Yeah, I
tapes?
do.
The VHSs?
Yes.
I do. I had one.
I think my mom still has some.
See, I'm not that much older than you guys.
Yeah.
All right, Des, you got it.
Seem pretty old to me.
Just one that sticks out in your head.
Probably Rocket Power.
Rocket Power. Do you have a
Yeah.
specific episode?
Hey there, little brother.
Not really. It's just more nostalgic for me because me and my stepdad used to play that one game on PlayStation that they had, the skateboarding game.
Yeah.
And that's just something that me and him enjoyed doing
That was
when
a
I was
fun
younger.
game.
Yeah.
The Rugrats had a lot of great fucking games. So did Rocket Power. All the original
Rocko's
Nickelodeon.
Modern Life.
Yes.
Yo.
Yo.
Rocko's Modern Life's the shit.
I think it's coming
Okay.
back.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. There's a
There's a movie,
They're
isn't
doing
there?
a movie. It comes out like next
Yeah.
week, I think.
No, it's out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah.
Oh,
We were gonna
We
yes,
can watch it after the podcast.
we could.
Rocko's Modern Life movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Rocko's Modern Life. movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
brings
it
it to
just-
modern times.
Yeah. It's 45. It's a 45-minute special.
Alright, hold on. Can you really have a real Rocko's Modern Life now?
Yes.
I think
Yes,
they're gonna
because
do
it's based on he gets propelled. Like he doesn't realize that the show. I think it was something like the premises. He didn't realize that the show hasn't aired in 20 years, and he opens up his door, and technology and everything's just changed.
Oh, I saw something for that before.
Yeah,
I
it.
didn't know it was already
for
out
like
though.
2 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't know it was already
Invader Zim comes out.
Next week. That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
yes.
Yeah,
I can't wait
next
for
week.
that.
I'm surprised they can bring that back.
Yeah.
You realize
Kid
how,
killing.
dude,
Yeah.
Hot Topic's about to fucking skyrocket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
Topic stock is about to go
Yeah.
through the roof.
Yep.
You heard it here first. You better
Trip
buy
pants
up.
are making a
Yeah.
comeback.
Jenko
UFOs,
jeans,
buy stock now.
Jenko jeans, all that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Jenko jeans went out of business officially like 6 months ago.
I know it's sad.
That's crazy.
That means that they've been around this whole time still. Think about that.
Yeah. I will think.
Well,
about
they were
that.
trying to survive for.
Yeah.
Trying. When's the last time you saw someone actually wearing Jenkos?
I don't know. You probably find them at your local slam band or
Probably.
hardcore show.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those are the same ones they bought back in like 92.
Summer of
Yeah.
08.
What?
Yeah, what time was it?
It was about 4:45 p.m.
Was that a Warped Tour?
Yeah, you know it, boy.
Yeah. There had to be a pair of them floating around.
So, an episode of an anime show that impacted you the most, sir.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Man, it's hard because like, man, there's so many shows that I remember like when we
There's
were
a
growing
lot.
up that there was just so many great, just great like early morning cartoons. Honestly, no, you know what it would have to be? Freakazoid. It would have to be Freakazoid. If you don't remember Freakazoid was the best goddamn show that ever existed.
He
It
was
got
like the
canceled early.
children's Deadpool.
Dude,
Yeah.
but dude, it was so good.
It was
so good.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad
Like,
thing. Like, he
no.
was like a smart ass.
It was made by
like,
Steven Spielberg. I mean, like, it was great because, like, you had, like, the one ongoing joke was Cosgrove. And it'd be like, it was like, he had to go, the first episode starts off and, like, they're holding up, some dude's holding up a high school. He's supposed to be, like, a big caveman. He's like, oh, man, I don't understand why they all think I'm dumb. Like, it's, like, super smart. And then it's like, who will help save this, or whatever. And it's, like, starts zooming up, like, the building. And you see Batman holding somebody, and he's like, who will help us? But he's on another channel. Or whatever.
Any of
Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. You need to watch it.
I remember
Freakazoid was
Freakazoid.
ahead of
So
his
good.
time.
It
I
was.
remember Freakazoid because he had the delete thing on his finger and his
Oh,
cat
yeah.
went across the keyboard.
Yeah.
I remember all that.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
just crazy. That show was nuts.
Oh my
it was,
god, it
like,
really was. Every time we went to go save someone, Cosgrove would just come out. He's like, hey, freak, you want to go get some ice cream? He's like, oh, do I? And then we just leave. They would just leave, like, people who are clearly in danger. They're just getting
You guys
ice
were
cream.
WB kids, huh?
Yeah.
You guys were WB kids.
No, I was
I was
an
Cartoon Network.
I was
I
an
was Cartoon
everything
Network.
kid. I was an everything kid, but
I
I'm
love
saying,
Cartoon
like,
Network.
because I just
Although I
recently,
did like some
I
WB
recently
stuff.
rewatched Freakazoid, like, maybe like a month or two ago, and it just made me realize how much
Yeah,
I
was like,
love that
I
show.
was like 5-6 episodes with you. That shit fucking holds up.
Yo, it really does.
Yeah.
That shit.
You know what it was, too?
That show holds up.
I was addicted to the opening for some reason. I could always remember, was it Freakazoid, chimpanzee? And like, I don't know,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
as a kid, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like, I'd literally run around in my underwear just because of that show.
Well, that's what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
All right, so
Adventures.
I guess I'll go into mine. Mine comes from the Batman anime series, or it might be the new Batman animated adventures because they came out after each other. Great run of shows. But it was the episode when the Joker stole Robin and then
Yeah.
brainwashed him to be like his Joker minion. And then at the end, Robin kills the Joker, and like Batman's trying to, talk to him, and Harley Quinn is crying over the Joker's death, and it just ends on Robin's face as he's laughing. He's laughing maniacally.
That's kind of dark.
And
So
then,
you guys made fun of mine,
and,
right?
then,
Yeah.
and then he starts crying, laughing, and like Batman can't save him. He can't
Yeah,
do nothing.
I remember that.
It was heartbreaking. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment and a great show.
Mine at least taught me math.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine taught me how to feel.
Yeah.
Okay? Mine
Emotions.
taught me emotions.
Mine told me how to be shot out, which I don't really need any help. I don't really need any help on that.
Another good one, just another good show, I guess, would be Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a specific,
Yeah.
there's a specific one that I really enjoy for some reason, and it's when they build the city out of cardboard boxes.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And
Yes.
then Johnny loses Plank in the city.
Dude, I just love that Plank would just like,
Yeah, my best
you'd be like, yo, what the fuck's up with this kid and this piece of wood? And then you see Plank like driving a car away. You're like, yo, what the fuck is up with that piece of wood?
Dude, Plank has some secrets.
I love
Dude, Plank has seen some things.
I love the episode when they were doing like the video camera and they were recording or whatever, and it was like it always ended up somehow on Rolf. And he
Oh,
just
yeah.
turned around and was like, yeah, and he would just like started jumping, like coming after him.
the son of a shepherd.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
You
dreams
dare mock the
episode.
son of a shepherd?
The
I remember
Dreams
the
episode's
sleepwalking.
really good.
Yeah.
Remember the sleepwalking
God.
one where Ed was eating
Yeah.
everything?
You know what was my favorite quotes ever, and I still like every band I've ever been in. I've always tried to get that little part before a song or whatever. There's the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog when they had the cockroach, and the cockroach was always like, "You want to see what's behind that door? You don't want to see what's behind that door." And I'm like, "I want to see what's behind the door."
No, you don't.
Behind that door, bro.
The
Yeah.
cockroach even told you don't want to see
Yeah.
behind that.
And then you had that one dude who was like, "I'm so naughty."
Oh.
Like
That was a weird
Oh,
show.
Freaky Fred.
Yeah.
Freaky Fred.
Yep.
Yup. Wasn't it like Muriel's brother or something like
Yeah,
that?
something like that. And then you
Yeah.
had dude, I
He
can't
just like got out of an insane asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they just shit them right back afterwards.
Yeah, the mummy, whatever. Like the dude's like,
Oh,
the dude
yeah.
opens the coffin. And it's like, woo, yeah. And then like the disco ball comes down. Like this show is so.
That shit freaks me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show freaked me out a little
Yeah.
bit
That
too.
show is so good. Like,
So
and then
good.
you
I
had, like,
loved
that-
it at times, but then there were episodes where I was like, oh fuck.
Invader Zim. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Did you
Like,
see Are You Afraid of the Dark is coming back?
Yeah, the,
Yo,
I think
Are
the
You
movie's
Afraid of
out
Dark?
right now.
yo, not Are You Afraid of the
That's,
Dark?
Scary
Horrifying.
Stories to Tell in the
Scary
Dark.
stories to tell.
Yeah, the one episode of Goosebumps don't go down in the basement.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
horrified
The,
me.
the mask one got me.
Yeah.
Goosebumps
Haunted
with the
mask.
fused on her face.
Oh.
Carly
And
Beth.
she was
Yeah.
being like a little bastard the whole time.
Yeah. It's not me. It's the mask. Your friend's like, what? Like, and nowadays someone's be like, all right, that's cool, man. That's cool.
And then at the end,
Yeah.
at the end with the mask, it's sort of like.
No, just stay right here. I'm gonna make a phone call real quick. No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Dude, oh my god, what else is there? Cow and chicken. Cow and chicken.
Yeah.
That was a disturbing cartoon.
It was amazing. The
Their
devil,
Uncle Boneless?
The devil was a
Yeah.
character, and he was all about eating ass.
And, yeah, no, he was
everyone
all about
was
ass.
Yeah.
ass in that show. It was crazy.
Dude, they literally were catapulting ass into their mouths.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about Ren and Stimpy?
I mean, that's classic.
Ren and
Yeah.
Stimpy's a classic.
Classic.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's like good for you.
It's good for me.
Yeah.
It's good for the soul, but like that's a fucked up shit.
Well, that's
It is
like
a-
when you look back on it now, you gotta think like, why were your parents letting you watch that? It's a weird show.
Yeah.
Well, that's like there was some that showed that like watching 10 minutes of SpongeBob completely compromises you from making any sort of
Oh yeah.
offhand decisions for like a 24-hour period.
Like decision making skills, like a small. I forget what the exact amount was, but it was like a small amount of SpongeBob affects your decision making skills for like
Really?
a lot longer than you would think. Like, let me think about it. What's one thing you think to no matter what happens in life? You're like, yeah, there's a SpongeBob meme for that.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking about now. Let's see, whenever I think of SpongeBob, I think of the episode where they had Tiny Tim.
I think that's the second episode.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's the first episode.
No, the first episode was.
Yeah.
That's the first episode. He comes in with the
Oh, I was,
spatula.
yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of the other one because they had Tiny Tim on another episode when they did when he was friends with Plankton. Plankton.
Oh, you don't remember? What are we gonna do today, Brian? It's like same thing we do every day, Pinky.
Pinky
Trying
and
to
I like the
roll
theory.
it.
I like the
They
theory.
were, they were in Freakazoid too, because it was a
Yeah.
Spielberg show.
Yeah.
There's one part they're taking over the plane or whatever. They're like he's like the president or something like that. And I'm like, and Animaniacs.
I was gonna say. I remember,
Animaniacs was
dude.
also Spielberg.
I remember one
like
thing from
I love it as much
Animaniacs.
as the other ones.
I don't know why, but I distinctly remember from Animaniacs is when they went to the garage sale and they took the one dude and they jacked his neck up like to see how tall it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "We're checking out the garage. We want to buy it."
Yeah. Dude, they had Fat Man and Lard Boy. Was it Lard Boy or something? But it would be like,
I remember-
Fat Man, and he'd be like the logo would be going, and all of a sudden you hear,
I remember.
and he'd be like catching up to the camera.
I remember the Tick.
Oh, the
That
Tick.
was on
Tick.
WB.
Tick was
Yeah.
awesome. I mean,
that
we
was
had
a good one. Another really good one that we didn't talk about, well, at least I enjoyed it, was the Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Didn't that start? That started on a different show though.
That started there. It was like two shorts, and
Yeah. The other one was the bear. And he had
Yeah.
the brain in his stomach.
and they
Yeah.
they always went back to that in that show. They always
Yeah.
had references to
Yeah.
that. But yeah, that was the Limbo contest was the first like episode. It was like a short.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they played
And
Limbo with Death.
And they
Yeah.
beat the Grim
What was
Reaper in
that? What was
Limbo.
the bear's name? It was
I
Grim and
forget,
Earl.
I,
Is that
for-
what it was
I
called?
forget what it was, but it was the stomach. The
Evil.
stomach talked and the brain talked to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was wild.
Oh wait, I should probably pull it up. Let's see. You guys can keep going. I'm trying to figure this out.
Just trying to figure out the stuff. I think we'll just edit this in.
Doug.
Doug.
Doug. Yeah.
Doug.
Evil
See-
Con
Yeah.
Carne.
See, like Evil Con Carne. There you go. Over here
What
trying
is
to
that?
pull it up.
It says it right on it.
Phones are outdating computers.
Yeah.
Future is now, Aaron.
The
The future is
now.
now.
Yeah, because no, you did. You had God, what else was there? There was so many great.
There's so many
Really
great
good
shows.
cartoons.
I'm trying to think of specific episodes now, though.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I don't understand why everyone thinks Adventure Time is so amazing.
What?
Adventure Time.
Regular show's better.
Regular show.
Regular show is better,
Yeah.
but it's also totally different.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Adventure
they-
Time is just like
They both came out at the same time.
what the
It's
fuck is
whacked
going
out.
on, man?
Yeah.
Like I remember the original Adventure Time short. Like it was like 3 minutes long. It was just like whatever. It was pretty funny. And then they were like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna make a whole show." I was like,
Yeah.
It's just it's so much.
But you know what's good that they actually make too? Is The Bravest Warriors.
Never seen
The Bravest Warriors.
It's online. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good,
like
though. It's like a
Adventure Time.
YouTube series.
Dude, there's this adorable
But
character
it's a
called
little-
Catbug.
It's a little
Oh
more
my
adult
God.
too.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Cause he's like playing with dolls or whatever, and he's like, "I love you, but the heat shoot, and he's like going back and forth, and like people are walking by like the room and and like they're sitting in there watching, and like next thing you know, like the whole cast is in there, like tearing up, and she's like, "I love you, but I hate you, and I'm in love with your brother," and he's like, "No," and he's like, "Baby."
See, I feel like I probably saw like 15 seconds of that and was like, we're done.
Dude, you don't even
It's
know
actually
about
really
you don't even know about homegrown butter lettuce.
I
Yeah,
don't.
butter
You're right.
lettuce.
Right, I don't know.
Lettuce party.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh my god.
Another good now internet sort of cartoon, Deep Space 69.
Oh my
Yes.
No.
Nice.
It's just like it's like a play on Star Trek sort of,
Yeah.
like space
Kind of very
adventure,
much,
but
yeah.
like the dude just like has sex with everything. He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
some normal ass guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny though. It's just
It-
ridiculous.
The other guy's what, a koala?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other
it's
guy's
cool.
well, I think the
Yeah.
episodes are on like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Short.
Dude, they're hilarious though.
The other guy's a koala. I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I get you. The
Like,
other
you
guy
know, like the face hugger, like
is a koala.
yeah, yeah, he's a koala.
The other man is a koala.
Yeah.
If you were to classify him as something, it would be a
A
koala.
koala.
He's
Okay.
literally
A
a
koala
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's literally a koala.
Okay. No, I'm not
Hilarious.
questioning the validity of the koala.
You know what's happening right now? That little DVD screen inside his brain is just going. Boop.
The laser caught a scratch.
Eh,
Almost hitting the corner.
Perfect square.
Almost in the corner.
You
Perfect
could
square.
just paint this all black right here. Put the DVD logo right on the forehead.
If they paid me.
if they paid.
They paid me.
They'd have to pay you for that. I mean, that's a lot of.
That's
billboard
free
space.
It's a
advertising.
fucking
right there.
billboard.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of billboard space
Yeah.
right there.
And it's mobile.
It's perfectly square too.
It's mobile.
It's crazy though because you can see at the corner of his hair, like it goes flat here, and there's
Yeah.
literally corners.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's
It's like
wild
a bad
how
cropping.
square-
It's like a bad cropping.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Dude, it's like that.
Yeah. Just let them go. It's okay.
Well, I think we beat that one down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat that one down good.
I think we
You had a good idea for a topic. Come on, shoot.
Oh, I had two, but I found out which one I want to go with.
Alright, shoot your shot.
I'd like to know how you guys feel about the Blair Witch game. Aaron in particular.
Yeah. Yeah. Is the Blair how horrible
you
the Blair
seen-
Witch's movie is?
No. Have you seen anything for the game?
I see Blair Witch and I walk right past it. I'll scroll
Why?
back.
Why didn't you?
Because the Blair Witch is awful. It's an awful movie.
I like the
It's been
movie.
made fun of so many fucking times. Because it's
Everything's
even
been
that-
made fun of so
no,
many
but
times.
Blair Witch more than anything about how
No.
horrible of a movie it is.
No.
Yeah, like Family Guy put it together the best. Where he's like, when Brian took like the blind guy to see the Blair Witch Project, and
He's like,
he's just
everybody
like,
looks
all right,
pissed."
nothing's happening, and now the movie's over. A lot of the audience looks pissed.
Everyone's leaving.
Yeah,
People look pissed.
yeah, that's it. That's literally the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, but you can't only think about that. The
No.
marketing for that movie.
No, I don't care. You know what's a good movie? The Blair Witch does not hold up. It was a movie completely in Swedish or something like that. It was called Troll Hunter.
I've seen it.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah, Troll Hunter's
It
an
was
amazing movie.
phenomenal.
That's a great movie.
Phenomenal.
Alright, but have you seen anything for the game?
The game.
The Blair Witch game that's coming
Oh
out.
no,
It's
no,
gonna be like an
I don't-
Outlast style,
It's gonna be like Outlast style in the woods
Ooh.
with the Blair Witch.
which makes
And-
sense with the lore
and-
of the movie.
Yeah.
It profiles you based off of decisions you make in the game.
Hmm.
So it changes every time you play.
I could dig that.
Yeah, right? Like, Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't say it's a stupid idea because
No,
Silent Hill
I'm
did
not
it
gonna
first.
say the game is a stupid idea, but I'm saying normally if I see any of this is Blair Witch, I'm like,
Did you see the
Go
new
right
Blair Witch
around.
movie?
no.
No.
Which
I
one-
didn't-
is
I
that
didn't
is the
watch
second
Blair
one?
Witch either.
There's
Second
three?
one we don't talk about.
Oh,
Is
the
there
second
three
one was
now?
good though.
Book of Shadows.
The second one was
Is there
good.
three
It was
now?
like
It was like what? Yeah, there's three.
the second one was good because it was like a deconstruction of everything around the first one, which was great.
Yeah.
The first one's okay. I like the direction stuff about it. Like I love the story, like how they wouldn't feed the people; they just gave them base directions of where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would tell you look for this Tupperware thing. It's got what you're gonna do for the day.
Yeah, they would scare the shit out of them in the middle of the night.
Yep. Yep.
Like I like that stuff,
Yeah.
but the movie itself is like, I don't like the ending where you're just looking.
Mhm.
Well, it kept everything in your imagination.
I get it. I get it.
You know what's scary? You know, I'll give the second one
respect the
where
hustle.
the second one did scare me was when the owl came through the window. That was it.
That was it.
That was it. When the owl came flying through the window, for some reason I was like falling asleep, and I'm like, I was like, oh, is it a fucking owl? Like,
Jesus Christ, that's terrifying.
yeah. Either that or just some dude out there just throwing a brick through the fucking window, like, fuck y'all kids.
The second one was cool, but same thing like with The Strangers. If it wasn't a Blair Witch movie, it would have been better.
Yeah.
Because it kind of put a weird spin on the whole Blair Witch story.
Now the game though.
The game
The
looks
game looks
amazing.
good.
The game looks like you said, like Outlast style, running around in the woods. You have a
a
dog.
yeah.
You have a dog. It takes place 2 years after the first movie.
I got the trailer muted. We'll just do like a little skip through. I mean, I like the way it looks.
Right? It looks
good. It has the potential to be an interesting horror game.
Here's the thing, like, that I like a little bit better than what you normally see with like Outlast and stuff like that. But this could be just in the trailer. One of my biggest problems with Outlast, the first one, it was the first one of its time. You know what I mean?
First one was amazing.
It was. That's what I'm saying. Like, but for me, one of the big things is when you make the game too dark for the sake of being just dark.
Oh, deceit.
Yeah.
Like when you can't see shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But there's a reason for it.
no, there is. But I'm saying
That
like,
makes you have to use your batteries that you
Yeah.
only have
Yeah.
so much.
but
of.
I'm saying like you miss out on like a little bit of the detail
Not at all.
of the setting. Like,
Not
you know
really.
what I mean?
No, because
versus
that's
the-
part of this. That's part of the setting. That's
Yeah,
like when
no,
Resident
no,
Evil
I'm
leaves
saying not-
strapped for
no,
ammo.
No, I'm saying not getting what I'm saying. Like I'm talking about like when you get games like Dead Space. Like Dead Space was the perfect amount of light and dark. You know what I mean? Like
Well, dark
you
is
used,
part of it.
You used the light when you had when you absolutely had to, but like you used it because you were afraid of them little details. Like you're afraid to miss that little detail. You know what I mean?
Well, that
but
wasn't-
it wasn't bright enough that like you weren't always like looking around. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the darkness has to do with the whole
Resident Evil's
gameplay
also
aspect of it, though, because you need to use those batteries.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's also like
Yeah.
it gives you a resource because you can't shoot, so your resource is your batteries.
Yeah, no,
literally
but I'm
going
saying
by
like
time.
there's like you go when you first walk in, everything's kind of lit a little bit. Like even like the parts that are dark, you still have some light. You know what I mean? Like when you first walk in.
Well, it's
But
also
you-
the
but,
aspect of the other aspect of that is like what the hell's in the dark.
Yeah.
So that's part of the whole atmosphere.
Well, I'm saying like I like when there's a nice balance between the two, where you get to enjoy some of the setting, and then it goes to that darkness. You
I
know
don't
what
think
I
it's
mean?
two different kinds. I think it's really just two different kinds of game, because the whole aspect of the darkness and like you can't defend yourself is what's in there, and even if there is something in there, there's nothing you can do.
No,
about
I'm
it.
saying it's a personal preference.
Well, yeah.
Where like I like the balance. You know
Well,
what I mean?
All right, well then
I like
that
Dead
brings
Space
up
better than Outlast 1, but I do enjoy Outlast first.
Outlast 2 is just a pain in the ass because
Yeah.
never
I
happened.
didn't beat it
Outlast
yet.
1 made.
I
I'm
beat
saying
it. I enjoyed the second
Outlast 1 made sense. You know what I mean? I didn't get to play the second one yet.
Second one's a fanatical cult in the mountains.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm
Which
saying,
seems to be a popular thing.
yeah, I'm saying like they spawned that like
Far Cry
pitch
did it.
that pitch black
Yeah.
fucking games. You know what I mean? Like which every now and again I get a little tired of the pitch black. You know what I mean? Like I want to see something. Like I'm saying, like,
I can see
I just
that.
want to see some of the setting. Like Alien Isolation. People bitched about that game, saying it was fucking trash.
It was great.
Because that alien, they even created some of the best AI in the game.
Well, that-
in like recent games.
That alien actually had two brains. One that knew exactly where you were at all times, but that one would just feed clues to another brain in the AI that was trying to tell it where it was at.
yeah.
So one knew where you're at, and one controlled the body. That's how they programmed it. That's like a little behind the scenes
Yeah.
thing, which is wild to me.
But it's so amazing, like how it was just horrifying, like that nice thriller horror of just knowing that it's learning.
Well, that's
You
like
know what I mean?
You're just
Like-
talking about different like genre of horror.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
this
saying
is-
I'm talking about the lighting though, like just the atmosphere.
You're
like,
really dead set on this lighting.
Yeah.
I am.
But that, like I said, that's the appeal of the game is the darkness. You're in a place you don't know where you are. You know there's things out there,
Yeah.
and now it's fucking dark.
Yeah.
Like now you can't
Well-
see anything, and you only have one battery, which you have to conserve.
No, I get that, but I'm saying I'm hopefully in the Blair Witch game.
Oh, it's
You know
gonna
what I
have the same kind of thing.
But
It's
I'm
gonna
saying,
have a
like,
cutscene.
I'm saying I'm
flashlight
hoping
and
that
all that.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like I'm hoping that you can enjoy more of the setting.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
do.
Because like you
Also,
don't-
it comes out this month.
it doesn't need what I'm saying is like it doesn't need to be pitch black for you to be horrified being lost in the woods.
I
You
think
know what
there
I mean?
should be points where you do have to find, like, where they're like, yo, you have to go in here and it's pitch black.
Yeah, the caves.
Yeah.
Caves
Yeah.
are always a good
Yeah.
a good way, like,
Or
you
like the
expect
basement of a house.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but like I like when there's a little moonlight. You know what I mean? And
That
like,
I
and
get,
you're
yeah.
hearing that little, you're hearing the crunches and shit, and you know something's there, but then you quick you turn on the flashlight
Sound is
and
a
there's
big thing
nothing.
for horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sound is a
absolutely.
big thing
Well,
for
that's
horror. That's why
another thing
I
too,
look
pitch
so
black. When you're in
Yeah.
pitch black and you hear a sound,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When the game's mostly pitch black and you hear sound, like you're not, like you lose a little bit of the ambiance of, like you just go, I'm in darkness. Like I'm already scared because it's completely dark. You know what I mean?
Well, it's
But
like
when you
stripping
get-
away one of your
but when
senses,
you-
that's the whole point.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when you get a little bit of setting and like you can see a little bit as you're walking, and then all of a sudden it gets super dark. You're like, there was a bush back there. Maybe he's in the bush. Oh, could it be coming from the tree? Like, you know what I mean? Like your mind starts to like wander, and I like that. Why is it such a hard concept for you?
It's not a hard concept at all. I'm just saying you're really.
I'm going deep. I'm going.
You're
deep
just on
in
this one point about
I know.
Outlast. You just.
Because I enjoy Outlast. I'm
It's
saying
Outlast is a great game.
I'm tired of
I
the people copying the same
well,
genre.
that's the real problem is that they a lot of people copied that. Well, not a lot of people. I could point to a few games that really copied it,
yeah.
and like it just feels like a copy.
Yeah.
Like you could say Resident Evil 7 sort of was copying
Absolutely.
the Outlast thing, but it wasn't pitch black the whole time. You had light.
Yeah.
You weren't completely, but it did have that sort of stripped back feel,
Yeah.
and I really enjoyed that game.
Oh no, I did too. I think it didn't. As I said, for me, it won't feel like a Resident Evil game. Like it didn't feel like, besides collecting stuff and you got a couple guns and you fought some bosses. Like which the father was the best boss in the game.
It's the first boss you faced, though.
Yeah, I mean, but like it didn't feel like Resident Evil. Like when you compare it to like the rest. Well, I shouldn't say 5 or 6. Because 5 and 6 felt like straight action shooters.
5 was the one where you were in Africa, right?
Yeah, where you punch a boulder.
Yeah, you punch a boulder.
Punch a boulder.
With Sheva. Come on!
Yeah.
Come on!
When you shot him at the tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Redfield literally punched a boulder.
He did something ridiculous like that in 6 too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He like ripped the car in half or something.
Yeah.
What?
I don't remember.
Chris Redfield did something like that in the 6
you
one.
can just
you
Chris
could just get rid of Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil will be fine.
Yeah, but like like it didn't feel like it felt, and it didn't feel like a Resident Evil. What reminded me of Resident Evil is when they talked about like the virus and when you fought some of the bosses, but like everything else besides that, it felt like an Outlasty game. Like
I
you know what I mean?
thought it was great.
I'm not saying that it wasn't great. I'm saying,
But
as
I think the last boss was
The collecting and
the
shit
last
didn't feel
boss
like
was
Resident
awful.
Evil.
The last boss was awful.
I think the last boss was lame.
Yeah.
Because all the bosses up before that
On
were
the
like
ship, right?
really cool.
No. When you get back to the house and it picks you up,
It picks
you're
you
like,
up
oh
and-
my god, I
Yeah.
just have to shoot this. Oh, I shot it again. Oh, I shot it again. It's done.
Oh, here's my weak spot. It's yellow.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Chris Redfield's son, and then you're like, oh, all right. Like this happened.
Yeah.
Well,
Gotta
like,
tie it into the rest of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it was a phenomenal game. Absolutely. It just, I like when they did the remake of Resident Evil 2, which they added stuff to the game and everything. Like, that's where I want the series to come back to. You know what I mean? That because it's nothing's more horrifying when some dude named Mr. X is just coming around and he's just punching through walls, and you just hear the footsteps like the whole entire time, and he chases you non-stop, and all you hear is dum, dum, dum. Oh my god.
I'm excited though. When's that come out?
This month.
This month, right?
It comes out on the 30th.
The
Yeah.
30th?
I believe it does, yeah. I'm definitely getting it. 100%.
Oh, I'm 100% getting
I
it.
think I might have it,
Pre-order?
I think I might have it on my wish list.
Oh, your wish list.
I might have pre-ordered it.
It comes out man.
Yeah,
You know it comes out next month? Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There we
Oh,
go.
boy.
Alright,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to
Yeah.
end the stream here so we can,
Yeah.
gush about this.
Oh my god, we go on about it.
Oh,
forever.
wait, I did want to ask what movie you would want to see made into a game.
Oh.
Oh, what horror
Question.
movie?
Like, any kind of movie.
Is it any kind of movie?
Any kind of movie.
Realistically, any kind of movie.
Okay.
I'd like to. I was telling you earlier. I'd like to see it in the Mouth of Madness movie.
House of
Game.
Thousand Corpses.
They did
Oh,
that.
game.
Yeah.
I thought they did that.
A
That's
good
what that
game.
was.
No.
Oh no. I'm thinking of House of the Evil Dead or House of the Dead.
House of Haunted Hill?
They made that into a game too.
No, I'm trying to think of a good one.
Or Devil's Rejects.
Yeah,
Either
but see,
one.
I feel like they could only ruin it by making it like Like one of them GTA style shooters. But like a really like
Ah.
bad knockoff.
Actually,
If only
now
I
you
can
say
make a
that,
game.
I told you this before too. I'd like to see an open world Spawn game,
That'd be
That'd be
interesting.
awesome. That would be amazing.
but do it like Shadow of Mordor style, where you can go between
Yeah.
like Rat City and Earth.
That'd be kind of badass.
Okay, a movie, and it's not a horror movie that I would like to be a game, would be like a Mission Impossible game. But set like
Well, they had them on
I'm
PlayStation.
sure they had them, but like a good one that reminds me more of. Basically, I just want a Splinter Cell. So just give me another Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell
Yeah.
Conviction was so good.
All the Splinter Cells were so good. Even the last one that people don't like for whatever reason was so good. They don't like it just because Michael Ironside did them. Blah blah. Michael, whatever. He didn't voice Sam Fisher.
Okay. The market for shooter games is very saturated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But hear me out. Hear me out. Inglorious Bastards.
Maybe your Saints Row.
Yeah.
No.
Well, not as ridiculous, but I feel like that would be in the realm of Saints Row.
Dude, I feel like you could expand on Inglorious Bastards a lot.
Yeah, but it would just be like,
No, I mean, how would it be like Saints Row?
well, not to the
Just 'cause
same
just
extreme.
because it's got some jokes and stuff?
Yeah, it would be a shooter game that would be like, satirical, like not like, but like a comedy shooter.
So like a comedy shooter, so like a Borderlands, if you will.
Yeah, Borderlands, if you will.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, any of the Quentin Tarantino. I played like Pulp Fiction game.
I don't see. That's too story dependent. I don't know. There's enough.
No, I
action.
mean,
I'm
you
thinking
I
of
like
like a
story
series.
games.
I
Yeah,
like
but-
story games, but I would need something like to play a game that wouldn't just rehash a movie or something.
Yeah.
I would need something.
No, I
that's
mean, like, if
more-
you could do something like that style of universe. You know what I mean?
I mean, because
like-
they did it with the Warriors. That's a perfect
Yeah.
example of a movie turned into a game. It's the
Yeah.
Warriors game.
Yeah.
Warriors.
And that's the perfect universe to do it because the universe is open. Like the Mad Max game was not that great,
No.
but that's a game I wanted to become. I mean, that's a movie I wanted to become a game. I'm trying to think of another good. Of course, the Spider-Man games. Those are also
Yeah.
really the same thing with the Batman games.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another good.
Another good movie.
Yeah, that's
That
what
would
I'm trying to think of.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I mean, a good comedy game.
An open
Black
world.
Knight is a boss battle.
An open world, yeah. An open world Skyrim style game. You just gotta watch out for the rabbit.
Every now and then the Black Knight comes out with like one less limb.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a good movie, but
What?
what would be a good game would be like a King Arthur game. Like they did that new King Arthur
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all about him
Oh
like
my God.
going into like the jungle, killing beasts,
Yeah.
and like getting the sword and killing a bunch of people.
Did
That'd be
they-
a dope game.
Did they ever make a game based on the thing?
They did. I played it. It's phenomenal,
Is it?
and it's canon. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's on PS2.
Oh my god. See, that shows how. You know what? They
It's
could
great because like anyone could turn into things. Like if their mental state got real low, or if you left them alone and you didn't see them for a while, they could turn into things.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It's a great game. Me and Josh Hooker played that game together.
I kind of want to play it now.
It's really good. I'll have to hit him up. He might still have both my PS2 and my copy of the thing.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
If you're watching this, Josh, we need that.
If you're still alive,
If you're
somewhere.
Yeah.
somewhere out
Somewhere.
there. Somewhere out in the world. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this episode. Thank you all for joining LAMECAST with us. And
Make sure to
Madness Ramble.
subscribe, like,
Yeah.
maybe leave a comment, say nice things, mean things, whatever,
Just make sure the main things are about how Boo's head is sucking all the oxygen out of the room.
and how it's swearing.
You can just DM me if you want.
Bye, everybody.